guys, we're getting ready to go do the animals with Josh. I'm gonna try to get some goat hoof trimming in today's video too for you. I have to do Ophelia and Feline. It is slightly snowing here right now, so we'll see if that actually happens. We do have some sad news. We lost little baby Holly the other day. Best we can think is that Nick was pushing her away from Lucy, so she wasn't eating as much as she should, and she starved, unfortunately. She was super fluffy, so we didn't catch it, and it's just going to bring about how we manage baby goats in the future. These were the firstborn on our farm, so we were kind of new to the whole thing. Ethel's due here to have her babies probably in the next 2 weeks. Her ligaments are super soft feeling, so it might even be before that. So we're going to make sure that with Ethel's babies, we weigh them every other day. I have bottles on hand in case I have to supplement. But we'll see what happens there. So, some sad news. But I'm going to show you Feline and Ophelia when I trim their hoofs a little later. I want to show you the 2 new boy rabbits we got, Sylvester and Max. They're not as brown as the pictures that were on Instagram or the video when we first got them. They're actually getting super silver. And they look gorgeous. I'm excited. And maybe, just maybe, depending, I'd like to throw in and show you guys how I make my chicken Alfredo, which is a coveted dish here at the house because I don't make it as often and Josh absolutely loves it. So yeah, so let's get today's adventure started. Here's the big bad protector of the farm, running around playing. You're a goofball. Come here. Ace, come on. He doesn't want to bring me the piece of wood he's got. He doesn't want me to have it. What's that? Nick. Yeah, Feline's done. Yep. God, you're a goof. He wants to play so bad. Nice. So Nick's actually going to get a second CDT shot today too. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot. Do you want to do the boys first? Yeah, let's do the boys, because I want you to pull out one of the new Rabbit.
Recording still?
Yeah. I got Ace being a goofball. baby, your hood came off. You can kind of see the boys in there. Thor and Apollo and you can't really see Achilles. Oh, there he is. Hi, Apollo. Oh, you boys are getting a bath this summer. You guys are all gross. Oh, can't show that. Bring him out here. Will they let you?
Come on, guys. Get out of the way.
Look at him. So guys, as you can see, he's losing a lot of the brown he had, and he's turning this nice silver with the brown undertone. Completely different rabbit from when we got him. Pet him.
Stop. There you go. There you go.
You want to check and still make sure he's a boy, or are we like fairly certain?
We're certain it's a boy.
Here, pet. Nice bunny.
Thanks, bud. You're fine.
But yeah, completely different looking rabbit.
Yeah. Like, holy.
But you could tell he's still got the brown undertone.
Yeah, he does.
So. And they've gotten so much bigger from when we got them, I feel.
Yeah, they've gotten significantly bigger. Not Gideon size, but definitely.
So which one is this, Max or Sylvester?
I gotta see the other one first. But I want to make sure it's a Sylvester and not a Sylvina. Can't show you this part.
There's Achilles.
Oh yeah, it's a boy.
And Thor. Thor's super handsome. Apollo. Apollo, back off! Apollo! Oh, they're hungry. Right? I can't believe...
Like, no, I mean...
I can't believe you didn't notice it before.
Well, the main cross, I knew the possibility of them, like, going silver was a possibility. I just didn't... Josh, stop talking, just feed me.
Yep. Hi, Thor. Do you want to bring the other one out? Just goats being goats. Goats being hungry goats. Apollo! So just so you guys aren't super concerned, that spot on his head is from him and Achilles fighting. And here's the other boy.
He's lost most of his brown.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
But it's still there in the undertone. It's like, yeah, it's so pretty.
You can definitely see it.
Not definitely a pure cream, but I honestly,
no.
I think this mix is a little prettier.
Yeah, as far as coats go, it's definitely a very, very handsome rabbit. That's for sure. And the girls are starting to lose more of the black.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but look, you can see it in his feet. And the tail a little bit. Tail's not traditional tail, like, at all. Like,
no, it's not. Okay, let's get these boys fed.
yes,
Can you do me a favor? Can you actually touch the top of Thor's head and see if he's got scurs? Can you touch the top of Thor's head? and see if it feels like he might get scurs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, with boys, it's so much harder.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's all that testosterone.
He's super handsome.
He is.
Okay. Josh is going to get these guys fed, then we'll go see the girls. Give Nick his CDT. Oh, there's lettuce sitting on top of the...
I gave him a little bit of lettuce yesterday, too. Just because he was running low on hay.
Here are the girls! And Nick. Somewhere.
Right here.
There's Feline and Ethel and... there's Feline. We're going to try to trim her hoofs later because she needs it. Say hi! She's like, I'm missing breakfast, guys. Breakfast. Breakfast. There's Lucy, who we haven't been milking recently because it's been cold, and with the loss of Holly, I didn't want to separate Nick by himself. So, I might just dry her up once Nick's done being weaned. We'll see. We'll see. Nick's going to get his second CDT shot. 2. Happy goat eating sounds.
Yes.
Ooh, touch Ethel's udder.
About the size of a clementine, small orange-ish.
Nick's all covered in hay. So, for those of you who are newer to owning goats, we give a CDT shot that's sub-Q, which means it goes between the skin and the muscle. So, yeah, it's his cord. It should fall off here anytime. How are we gonna do this? You got it?
Or you want me to take baby on the camera?
No, I'll let you do it. Or do you not want to do it?
Not on camera.
Why?
Because I don't know if I'm going to do it right. And I don't want to get judged.
That's fine. You pull the skin out, you stick it in, and you shoot it. He has given CDT before. Don't let him fool you guys.
Yeah, no. I have. I did it for Holly. So, well, there's like nothing to you.
Yeah, tent it. No, not. You're tenting the wrong way.
Which way? Up?
No, like,
Well,
here. Let me see if I can set baby down.
no, I'll take. There it is. Oh, maybe. Can't. I just can't get it.
You want to
She's
pinch sideways.
pinch sideways.
Yeah. So, like, not the way you're doing it.
So like this.
Yeah.
Right there.
And behind the shoulder is the most common spot for CDT.
Come on, you little thing.
Josh is going to give it a little rub after so he doesn't form a lump. A lot of people, sometimes when they get new goats that have just had CDT, the lump could also mean CL. But in this case, it's just he's gotten a CDT shot. And now he's good for the year. We're going to watch how his attitude develops. My aunt, who's supposed to take him, she did say she still wanted him regardless of Holly passing. But she just wants to make sure his attitude's going to be good. And he's a complete sweetheart, so I don't see that he's going to be mean or have a bad attitude at all.
Just checking ligaments there.
She still has them, I can feel them. They're not like super hard, like hurt. Because they should be hard like pencil.
Yeah.
They're not,
Yeah.
but so probably in like 2 weeks for her. I'm gonna say 2 weeks. Hopefully when we have a warmer time.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. That'd be good. Did you end up getting baby in this, or no?
Yeah, right in the beginning, just a little shot. You guys are gonna get spammed with funny dog footage in this video because he's just being a goof this morning. Just being a... That's a huge chunk of wood. And if I walk towards him... So I'll give you guys a shot of the back of our house. As you can see, this one wall was redone. That wall needs to be redone. This house was actually built in the 1800s, which is why you guys aren't getting like a grand tour of it, because it's not exactly in rough shape. It's livable, but it needs a lot of work, and I'd rather get it fixed up before I give you guys a grand tour. A lot of the rooms need to be redone. Our upstairs bathroom is next, followed by that hallway, then probably the living room, the downstairs bathroom, the dining room. The kitchen will be last because that needs most of the work, and well, if I'm going to redo it, it's going to be my dream kitchen by the time I'm done, so. The majestic ace. Get his wood. Get his wood. And we promise that that growling he's doing is not aggressive. He just wants to play.
That's all play there. It's purely all play.
I don't know if you guys could see on camera, it is snowing here. Not heavy, just some flurries. I don't think we're supposed to get much. Do we have any grain for the pigs?
Huh?
Do we have any grain for the pigs?
Yes, we do.
I should probably give them some of that.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. You might want to get them now because they're all laying in the trunk.
Yeah, with our mess of boxes. So guys, all these boxes up here are from the free produce we get to feed the pigs. Which we did. Sweetie, you forgot to feed the chickens.
I gotta get the chicken feed.
Oh. Here's the morning brigade. Ow! Okay, I need help. Huh?
Get some attention.
Oh. Dude, I can't hold the baby, the camera, and fight off a goose. Oh, you're 2 seconds need to go. Back off, dude! Holy crap! Goose was biting on my leg. Chickens! So guys, look at how handsome that rooster is. He's so majestic. He's got a little bit of frostbite on his comb and wattles from the cold. But yeah. Here's Miss Ursula.
What? Do you like the geese? She's intently watching them.
I think she likes the noise they make. Guineas, I don't know if you guys could see them in our gross coop that needs to be cleaned. And they're all going to follow Josh because they know Josh feeds them. Don't even, dude. I'm watching you.
Noticed climbs up on the snow piles and just like
He's being an absolute goofball today.
yeah, staring me down.
I would. Are you king of the mountain? Come here. East. No, he's not going to give me anything. You want to show everybody your feed haul?
No.
Why?
Car's a mess.
It's always a mess.
No, but it's got like gross stuff in it. It's got like bottles and stuff. So instead of buying the Neutrina, I bought the Do More. It's a new product.
What is it?
It's a 17% pellet.
Like chicken?
It's an all flock.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not that I don't want to be spending the money on Neutrina, but like.
Oh, we'll see how it goes. I mean, the reason we were buying the Neutrina is because nobody else at Tractor had an all flock.
Pellet.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Purina who carries an all flock crumble, but like the crumble here just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Like, it's too dusty. It's too messy, especially if we're doing it like the broadcasting style like we've been doing, where the pellets are just done, you know. So, but I also picked up 2 more Timothy pellets for the goats at night. I've had in the car for the past almost 2 weeks now the Producer's Pride hog feed, which we've been feeding them, which we're no longer going to be able to get from Tractor because they've switched it over to a Do More.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah, we talked about that. And then the whole corn. And the whole corn just to get them a little fatter, keep them, like, I fed them a half bag the other day just to, like, on that really colder day, just to keep them warm so like we could try to bulk them up a little bit better.
Yeah, well, I think once we get our pigs, whenever we need pig for the freezer, I think we're going to raise from summer to fall. Because at that point, they're just packing on weight. They're not trying to stay warm.
Trying to stay warm. Where I think this year, I mean, like, again, this is us trying pigs.
Yeah, this is us figuring out what's going to work. And a lot of people had said pigs over winter was going to be a little harder to get them up to that weight because they spend most of their energy getting warm. But we did it because, I don't want to go show you guys the neighbors' houses, but we literally, where I'm standing in our yard, which is next to this big tree, literally I can see a house, 200 feet from us?
If that.
Yeah, like 200 feet from where I'm standing.
It's about 100 yards. 200, 300.
So our neighbors are kind of close. We are zoned to have livestock here. We're zoned, I can never say this word right.
Rural agriculture.
No, rural residential. Which, when it comes to agriculture, it means we don't need any special permits. We don't need to go through the town. It's automatically just allowed. So that allows us to have the goats, the pigs, the chickens, the geese. We've talked about maybe in the future getting a mini cow. We've talked about getting a mini donkey as well, but I don't think the mini donkey will happen if we don't get... I think if we were to get a mini donkey, we'd have to get a mini cow. I've heard horror stories of donkeys and goats being together. the donkey's killing the goats. So as much as I'd love to get a mini donkey to put with the goats, I don't think I necessarily want to go that route.
He needs to do because he's got a hold you.
So that bucket right there is Josh is going to fill it up with chicken feed or all flock feed, and then it'll stay up next to the chicken coop, so when it comes to feeding them in the mornings it's just a little easier. It's not...
Totally forgot there was a car seat in the car and I could sit her in the car seat.
Yep, and she could see you.
Yeah, she can look right at me.
But I think this is where we're going to cut the video off, guys. Battery on the camera's about to die, so we'll pick it up again probably a little bit after lunchtime when I trim Colleen and Ophelia's hoofs. They're the only two that really need it. Lucy and Ethel were just recently done. I might take a look at Nick and see if his hoofs need a little trim, and the boys will get on a different day. They're all forming a line because I'm calling them. Here, chick, 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 chick. Oh, nobody's gonna run for it. That's sad. So, to anybody who wants guineas, I feel I need to put this in this video. To anybody who wants guineas, when you have more than 3, they roam everywhere. We started with 12. One died naturally. I don't remember what happened to the other one. Then we had 10. And we actually lost most of them to the road because they'd go across the road to the grass on the other side. And unfortunately, with 22...
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah, except it's why did the guinea.
Chase after the guineas.
Except with it being a main road, nobody, you know, they'd see them crossing, kind of slow down. Other people would just hit them. But since we've only had 3, we've noticed they stay on our property. So to anybody who wants guineas and you don't want them roaming super far, don't get huge numbers.
It's not even that. It's more of a, if you're gonna free range them, no more than a certain number.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't get any more than the 3.
No.
They do fine. We didn't have any issues with ticks at all really last year. I think we pulled a total of 2 off the dog. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We never got any.
I never got any, no. I'm a tick magnet.
So we'll see how the 3 do this year. We might have to add another 2 and see if we can make 5 work.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We'll see what everybody gets this year for guineas. So we got Miss Ophelia, we got Miss Ophelia up here. Gonna take a look at trimming up her hoofs here. So got a little hoof pick and whatever. Get the junk out. But again, Miss Ophelia up here. She's sitting up there nibbling away on some Timothy pellets. So I think it's just a Nubian foot, really.
It could be.
That's odd. You clean it out just to get it covered in snow again, so. Trim the edges here. There we go. I think it was Ace.
Oh, I think it's a rooster.
Was it?
Yeah. He's looking for a little Valentine's Day love.
Well, that's, you know, it is the time for that. And he has been proven, because the eggs that we've gotten have the bullseye. Which is what I've noticed. Noticed in the eggs I cooked up yesterday. Which is why we don't have any eggs to make anything today.
eggs. If we can avoid store-bought eggs, let's avoid store-bought eggs. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Oof. You know, unfortunately, they don't make like goat picks that I carry that they carry at Tractor. The only picks they really carry are those ones, and those aren't really.
It works. It's just versus setting her foot down.
Yeah, no.
It's just easier to dig it out.
No, that makes sense. I just don't, you know, it's a concern of catching, you know,
Not if
digging
you
into
go
her
in-
heel.
Not if you go in flat like this.
Well, that's true too.
Her feet aren't bad.
No, they're not.
Ophelia, you're gonna fall.
Problem is that she wants to be leaning up against you.
Yeah, I know.
Hardcore. Again, it doesn't help that the milk stand's not fully completed, as far as, you know, not having that center board in there, but fortunately between work and everything.
Yeah, I should have tied my hair back.
I was just thinking that. But no. So, super simple little process. I think the only goat we haven't gotten on here yet is Feline, but
Yeah, well,
I think she'll be tall enough. Whoop.
put 1 foot here. There, okay.
But she's still trying to lean.
I know.
Like the bend she's got. She's got such a bend going on right there. But
Because this is the hoof I looked at that looked the worst.
yeah.
That was like, okay, well, she needs a trim.
Yep. And we're doing this about once a month, right?
Yeah, the boys not as much. Which, they're the next ones to get trimmed. Not today, but...
No, for sure. Not today, but we'll get...
Because it is Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Just trying to catch up on some time. Catch up on some stuff we've been neglecting. Just because with work schedules and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to balance.
So pretty much when you trim a goat's hoofs, you're trying to get it as close to their pad, their foot pad. And you can trim this heel piece here, but hers aren't like overgrown or anything, so I'm not gonna...
I wouldn't even worry about it.
No, you just kind of want it all level. Yeah, and she ate all those fucking pellets because I can't swear.
Every time.
She ate all the pellets because she's a hog.
There's that, so. And now we'll go get Miss Feline.
Come on.
Oop, there we go.
You're not graceful at all, are you?
Not at all.
Come on.
No, Ophelia, you're not going for a ride. I think she might need some copper, too.
Yeah.
She's looking a little ragged.
Oh, it's her. I'm just not doing it today.
No, I don't blame you. No. Okay, so Sam goes to get Feline there. Spin this background, I guess. Wow, looking really bad.
Why are you fighting me? Come on.
You know, make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe, do all that fanciness that is there. I do appreciate, we appreciate it as a whole. No, it's kind of cool to see our social media grow like that. Sam primarily takes care of the Instagram. I primarily take care of the Facebook page. So if there's not as much content on Facebook or on Instagram. I mean, Sam is very good at keeping the Instagram up to date and stuff. As far as the Facebook page goes, I'm trying. But the YouTube thing we do together. This is something that we decided to do together. To get it going. She set everything else up, but I've done a lot of the we've done the recordings and then the video editing and whatnot together, so it's been a good joint effort. coming up in the next couple weeks. Hopefully she's gonna slide right out of that. Next couple weeks we'll have some warmer days so we can start doing some syrup and do some sugaring. We'll take you out a tour of the, I want to say the sugar bush, but it's not that big. So, but we'll get there. So here's little Miss Feline coming up now. Here she is. Look at her. Gotten so big.
Not really.
Well, she's bigger than when we got her.
Oh, do you want to give me some pellets?
Yeah, I'll get you some pellets. Yeah, barely.
Yeah, well.
There we go. Sorry you're going to be looking at the backside, but set the camera down there. There you go. Good luck with that, though. What are you doing right now, Sam?
Checking her Famacha score.
Okay. What is that?
It tells you, like, if their worm load might be high.
Okay. Is that Nick?
Yep. Oh yeah, her hoofs are. Hey.
She's got good hoof structure, though. Her feet aren't bad.
No, they're not.
So. But again, Sam's just taking her time. We also haven't trimmed her since we got her. Want to give her some time to acclimate and all that. Because while going from Arizona weather to New England weather is not it's not an easy process. But she's done very well. She's very fluffy.
I know, I know. She's gonna get her head right out.
We can modify this.
I'll just come stand on this side.
Yeah, we're just gonna shut this off for a sec. Thank you guys for watching. Have a happy Valentine's Day.